Have you ever wondered what you would do if your plane's emergency slide fell off during flight? Imagine this. Delta Airlines Flight 520 is ready for takeoff, a journey from New York to Los Angeles. The engines roar to life, the plane rolls down the tarmac, and within moments it's soaring through the sky. But not long after takeoff, there's a disturbance. The pilots report feeling vibrations, hearing an unsettling banging noise. It's not the smooth flight they've navigated countless times before. This isn't normal turbulence or the usual hum of the engines. Something is off. The pilots, trained for such situations, make the quick decision. They turn the plane around, heading back to the familiarity of JFK's landing strips. Just 33 minutes after departure, the plane touches down again, back where it started. But what was the cause? What went wrong? No one knew it yet, but the cause of the disturbance was soon to be discovered. Opening, imagine the shock when it was discovered that the cause of the disturbance was an emergency slide that had separated from the aircraft. After the unsettling takeoff, the Boeing 767 was thoroughly inspected. The pilots had reported vibrations and a concerning banging noise not long after they had taken off. It was during this inspection that the unexpected was discovered. An emergency slide, one of the vital safety features of any aircraft, was missing. It had separated from the aircraft mid-flight, causing the strange noises and unsettling vibrations that led to the return of the flight to JFK. The inspection crews were taken aback. How could an emergency slide simply separate from the aircraft? This was not a regular occurrence, and the implications were serious. It was a discovery that sent ripples of concern through the crew and subsequently the wider aviation community. Delta Airlines quickly jumped into action. They are currently working to determine where the slide landed, a task that is both challenging and crucial. The importance of locating the missing slide cannot be overstated. It's not just about retrieving the slide, it's about understanding how this could have happened in the first place to prevent such incidents in future. Delta is fully supporting retrieval efforts and will fully cooperate in investigations, the airline said in a statement. The commitment to safety and transparency was clear. Closing. But what happened to the passengers? As you can imagine, the passengers had a longer journey than expected. The plane, a veteran of the skies with 33 years of service under its belt, was promptly retired from duty following the incident. It's a bit like a racehorse being put out to pasture, isn't it? But unlike a retired racehorse, this plane won't be munching on hay and enjoying lazy afternoons in the sun. Instead, it will undergo a thorough and rigorous examination to determine just how an emergency slide managed to part ways mid-flight. Meanwhile, the passengers, who had boarded Delta Airlines Flight 520 expecting a routine flight from New York to Los Angeles, found themselves back at square one. A replacement flight was arranged to ferry them to their destination. You could say they got more than they bargained for, a trip and a story to tell. And who's looking into this airborne mystery? The Federal Aviation Administration, that's who. The FAA has launched an investigation into the incident, hoping to unravel the hows and whys of this unusual event. After all, emergency slides are designed to stay put unless, well, there's an emergency. The investigation will provide valuable insights that could prevent similar occurrences in the future. It's all part of the continuous effort to ensure the safety of air travel. So, next time you're on a plane, remember every flight is an adventure. So, what can we take away from this unusual incident? Let's circle back to this unique event that unfolded on Delta Airlines Flight 520. After an unsettling takeoff from New York to Los Angeles, the pilots reported vibrations and a mysterious banging. Their quick response led to a safe return to JFK only 33 minutes into the flight. Upon landing, the unexpected discovery was made. An emergency slide from the Boeing 767 had separated from the aircraft mid-flight. Delta's crews immediately sprang into action, determining the slide's possible landing point and starting retrieval efforts. Passengers were promptly transferred to another flight, ensuring minimal disruption to their travel plans. The 33-year-old plane was taken out of service, and the Federal Aviation Administration is now investigating the incident. As we await the outcome, we are reminded of the importance of vigilance in aviation safety. Remember, life is full of surprises, and sometimes they come in the form of a missing emergency slide.